Hey everyone, this is Mike with JetAdmin, and in this video we'll learn more about data source configuration and collections. Pretty much we'll cover these two sections here, the first section and the second section. All right, let me minimize the camera here. And so first of all, when you connect your data source and you go here to the data section and select the resource, right away you can see the resource icon here and the name that you've given to this resource when you connect it. Also here you can right away see what mode you've used to connect your resource to JetAdmin. So it could be either sync mode or direct mode. And to learn more about those two separate modes, please refer to a separate video in the crash course. So direct mode is always real time. So you can right away see if it's a direct mode, or in my case, Airtable is connected using the sync. You can see it says synced and the time of the last sync. So then you have these three dots. This is where all the settings for the data source reside. So you can click into it and you can edit resource. With editing resource, you can typically change the name. You can connect different accounts and you can manage your data. So in case of Google Sheets, so for example, you can add new files here. And if you have, let's say, Airtable, you can choose a different base. And for other resources, that could be other ways to bring in additional data. All right. Next up, we have sync structure. What it does is when you click into it, there are two options here, sync and reset and sync. So you would typically use sync, and what it will do is it will push all the changes you've made in your data structure into JetAdmin. So for example, if you have Google Sheets and you've added a bunch of columns and you've removed a few, those changes will be pushed into JetAdmin and be reflected in JetAdmin when you click sync here. Sync and reset is typically designed for troubleshooting. So if you've encountered any errors, you can pretty much drop the existing schema here, existing structure. It will remove all the data that's been synced into JetAdmin. Don't worry, it's not going to delete your data in your data source. It's going to do so only inside of JetAdmin. But what it eventually do is that we'll drop the data inside of JetAdmin and reconnect all the data back into it, right? And the next one, you can delete resource. So that's pretty much it for the direct connection. If we go to the resource that's connected using the sync connection, then as I said, you can see it's synced. You can see the time when it was synced the last time, and you can click into it and see the log of all the events, all the sync events that happened with this resource. You can even drill down into individual sync events and see all the detailed logs. All right. Here, three dots have several additional settings. So first of all, for the sync connection, we can pause this sync if we need to. We can force this sync if we've made some changes on the resource side and we want these changes to be reflected in JetAdmin. We can click sync now and we'll pretty much force sync, and we'll sync immediately instead of like waiting the set interval. You can also get access to sync events here. And more importantly, you can set the interval for how often do you want your data to be synced. So right now it's from 5 minutes to 24 hours, but we will add more options here. So if you have any suggestions, you can share those suggestions here in the support chat. All right. And the rest three options here are pretty much what we've already covered. Recreate schema is going to be deprecated, so don't even look into it. All right, so we have here in the collections section, then we see the list of all the collections that have been connected within this resource, within this data source. And in the case of resources that's been connected using the sync connection, sync mode, you can create custom SQL connections where you can blend data, bring different pieces of data from different resources and glue them together into one nice table. And you can collapse this sidebar to have more space for your data. You can also click into this individual collection and rename it if you want to. And you can also drag and drop collections just to change the order for your convenience. All right, that was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching and have a great one. Bye.